haven't already, I want you to take a minute, press pause, and try to expand each algebraic expression on your own. Press pause, do it. All right, you're back. So you've already had all these algebraic expressions expanded, and we're going to list one of the expansions, and we'll just cruise through them. You may have a different answer. I'll start off. 12, I listed that as 2 times 6 times x times x. Grav, what did you list for this one?
I said 9 could be broken up into 3 times 3. Then we'll also have an x times y times y.
Gilbertson, what do you get here?
I came up with 2 times 7 times x times x times x times y.
And the last one, I had that listed as 5 times 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4 y's. There we go. Let's move on to the next one. We're going to find the greatest common factor now of two algebraic expressions. So in your head, maybe you're thinking, what is the greatest common factor of 12 and 9? And if it helps, you can always start off by writing all of your factors of each of these expressions until they become a little bit more natural to you. So the greatest common factor of our 12 and 9 would be 3. But we're not done because we have variables here. So what would be our greatest common factor of x to the third and xy to the third? Again, if it helps, write these out so that you can find out what do they have in common. And with these ones, hopefully you can notice they have only an x in common. So your greatest common factor of these two expressions is just 3x.
If I want to do the next one, 12x squared and 14x to the third times y. Well, I have to think about the factors that 12 and 14 have in common. And I think the biggest one is 2.
And I will confirm that. And if you need to, like we said before, you can list out all your factors of 12, or maybe you just have a sheet that you've made up that's got some common factors already written out, so you can reference that sheet.
Anyway, so for 12 and 14, the greatest common factor seems to be 2, and then we have to deal with the variables again. On the left there, we've got x squared, and on the right we have x to the third power times y. So I think if we break these down, each of them has 2 x's, but that's really all they have in common. So I think the greatest common factor of 12x squared and 14x to the third times y is going to be 2x squared.
You guys press pause and try the next two on your own. We're going to go ahead and just throw up the solutions for you, and you should be working through the problems. So for this one, the greatest common factor of the numbers is just 1.
1.
And you can write the 1 just to hold place for at first. Then we have x and y. So I would take this answer. I would also take that answer, x, y. Next one, greatest common factor.
9.
With the x's only x in one term, and then y squared. All right.